You want us to mute?
So, no, it's all right. Unless Sarah's muted in case the kids are making noise there. All right, so, yeah, I just want to go over, thanks for getting on the call. So I want to go over some customer care documents and procedures for customer care when we take on new customers. It's really important because the education around Juice Plus, and why we need Juice Plus, and the role that Juice Plus plays in our lifestyle and diet is really important to educate our customers on that, because otherwise customers will just think it's a 4-month thing and then they don't need it after 4 months. So the education is really important up front, and also the education around trying not to mix up the benefits and the bonuses of Juice Plus. We sometimes can get very passionate about the experiences that we've had personally taking Juice Plus, but we need to remember that everybody experiences different things. Everybody's bodies work in different ways, and everybody's bodies absorb the nutrients in different ways. So we really need to be making sure that our customers aren't getting false expectations or expecting too much when they first take the product, and that all comes down to education as well. So the documents that I have were created by Hilary Manners, who's an NMD in Western Australia, and she's the customer care queen. So she's been in the business for about 17 years. Some customers that she still has have been on the product for that length of time. But when you guys come to conference, you'll see that she always wins awards for her customer care, and she'll take sessions at conference all on customer care. So it's really her strength. So she was great and shared the documents that she had created with me, and I just sort of went through and tweaked them and updated images and things like that, so it looked a little bit more modern. But this is now what I send out. So as soon as I have a customer sign up, I will get these documents out to them straight away, and I send them by post. Now, when I first started doing this procedure, the first few customers I took on, I sent them by email. And then Hilary suggested sending them by post, because how often do we get things in the post these days? It's the only things we get in the post these days really are bills. We get so much in our inboxes, so many emails. You guys are probably just like me. The majority of the emails in my inbox are all junk mail, and literally every morning when I open my email, I go through and delete all, even the emails that I've subscribed to. So Juice Plus, our customers already get emails from Juice Plus over the first 4 months of their first shipment. They also get customer care emails from Team Falcon, which is a team that we're part of in Australia. We've got a customer care database that you can add your new customers to. So they're already getting those emails, and I kind of just felt that sending out another email with attachments to it, it's too easy for people to, because I do it every day, it's too easy for people to see the email there from you and think, oh, I'll look at those attachments later, and then before you know it, the email goes further and further down in their inbox and they never get around to looking at them. So I now send them out by post. It's much easier. They open them up straight away. They can sit them there on their kitchen bench top or on their coffee table until they've got time to look at them. So that's what I would definitely recommend. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see these documents. So all of you should have access to the team Dropbox that I've created with lots and lots of documents in that. Actually, does it show up as Dream Team under your...
Yes, it does.
I don't know why that is, because I originally called it Dream Team, and then I changed the name of our team to Team Ignite, and I actually changed it in my Dropbox. And even when I share the folder with new people, now just recently, it still comes up as Dream Team. What was that, Sarah?
You have to change it on your own Dropbox because it's synchronized to your own computer. And once those changes are made, you need to do them yourself. So I just changed it on mine. Mine says Ignite now.
Okay. All right, there you go. Cool.
So we have to change it ourselves?
Yeah. So if you just go into Dropbox. Sadie's like, oh no, not another thing.
I'll have to get Sarah to show me how to do all this.
It's
I'm with you, Robin.
Just get used to one thing and then another thing comes.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen. I'll go into my desktop and open up. Right. So if we go into.
Are you recording this, Ruthie?
Yeah, I am. So you guys can all see my folder here.
All busy.
Okay. So this is a Team Ignite folder. You'll see up here it's got Team Ignite. And so we've got some folders in here: customer care docs, events. There's another folder here with some videos in there for training, presentations, and a training folder, and Zoom calls, and lots of other documents in there too that you guys can sort of peruse through at your own leisure. But this one here, customer care docs, if I go in there, now the first one we want to look at is the customer care schedule, because this tells us what to send out when. So I send out 6 documents when I process an order. So the 6 documents are a welcome letter, the benefits versus bonuses of Juice Plus, how to take Juice Plus. Even though they have those instructions when they receive their shipment, it just gives people a bit more detail. Why Juice Plus comes as a 4-month supply, so it's providing that education. There's a sheet on water and the importance of water, and also Wind and Gas by Dr. Mitra Ray. Now, Dr. Mitra Ray is a doctor in the Juice Plus business, but this is just a really good document just to explain that some people do get detox symptoms. So it's good to include something like that in case people do get it, then they know that, you know, it's a normal thing and there's nothing to worry about. So we'll go through and have a look at these one by one. We'll go to the welcome letter. Now I've done a Word copy of this, and I've done a PDF copy in this. So the Word copy is for you guys so that you can go in and create your own from this, and obviously put your details at the bottom. So the welcome letter is just welcoming them. I won't read through the whole thing, but it's just talking about, you know, the fact that Juice Plus is scientifically proven, that the real benefits are things that you won't necessarily feel, and the other document goes into a bit more depth with that. How it says you may experience a detoxification effect when taking Juice Plus for the first time. Then there's another paragraph which talks about, you know, if you wish another family or friend to also enjoy the benefits of Juice Plus, then don't hesitate to contact me. And then it also talks about, that underlined paragraph is about when we get sick, how you can increase your dosage to 2 or 3 times to try and keep the bugs at bay. Yeah, to double up. So that's because sometimes we can forget to tell our customers that, and it's not until, well, I know I can, and so it's not until you're talking to them and they say, oh, I've just been so sick lately, and then I'll say, you know, you can double up on them, and they say, oh, I didn't realize that. So that's good to let them know that from the outset. Yeah, so that's kind of the first document you'll send out. Second document is the benefits versus bonuses of Juice Plus. So that's this one here. So I'll just read this out so that you guys know what it's about. It says, it's always awesome when we have customers rave about Juice Plus or simply mention how many improvements they're feeling since starting to use our products. We're not surprised, but knowing the science and research supporting it drives us to explain what the real benefits of Juice Plus are. Make sure you check out juiceplusfacts.com to learn more about the research. When customers express that they're sleeping better, their energy's increased, their bowels are more regular, and all the numerous other things reported, we're not surprised. However, all those great things are bonuses that come with a healthier body. We are thrilled for you and thrilled time and time again to hear it, as many of us feel that way too, but the real benefits of Juice Plus can't actually directly be felt. The real benefit of Juice Plus is what is happening deep down at that cellular level. Here is what the research shows is happening when every person takes Juice Plus. Improved cardiovascular wellness, improved immunity, protects DNA, reduces oxidative stress, improves skin health, reduces systemic inflammation, supports dental health. So enjoy your journey with Juice Plus. We hope you'll ask for more information on our other products if you haven't used them. We just wanted to point out that Juice Plus isn't a feel-good product, but if that is your experience, it is a bonus that many of us share. For the few who don't seem to notice any changes, please rest assured it is working in your body. No empty promises, just great independent research showing the cellular whole body benefits carried out at prestigious universities and colleges, and the fabulous results published in prestigious medical journals. You can't pay for that space. So can you see how if someone were to read that, I can't see you guys, but if someone were to read that, it just doesn't set them up for any false expectations. But obviously most people, you know, the majority of people who take Juice Plus end up with those amazing energy benefits. But if we're not talking that up so much at the start, then people don't, you know, the people won't get disappointed if they're not feeling it immediately, or even, you know, I even have a team member who she is a vegan and she obviously eats really, really well. And she loves the product, but she's still finding it hard to talk to other people about it because she hasn't felt those energy benefits herself. So, yeah, it's just important that we're giving that education right from the start. So the next one we've got is how to take Juice Plus and why it's 4 months again. So this is just telling them to standard recommended dose, 2 fruit capsules in the morning, 2 veggie capsules in the afternoon every day. If you're taking the berry blend, 2 berry blend capsules daily. But I put it in the paragraph above. I personally take all of mine in the morning, but the important thing with all of your Juice Plus is just to take them every single day. So just reminding them that it's 250 mils of water, and why that's important, because it's almost reconstituting the juice because they're concentrated powders. And also letting them know about that sort of cleansing or detoxification reaction that some people do experience, and that it's a good thing and it's not bad. Putting your details at the bottom, and just a little blurb at the bottom, or a little quote at the bottom from a pediatric nutrition specialist on why why it's a 4-month supply. So when you that's to do with the red blood cell turnover. Then we've got, sorry, I'm going back and forth here. Why does Juice Plus come as a 4-month supply? This is a really good one because it talks about, we'll read it out. When you implement an optimum nutrition program, don't expect instant results to start feeling better. You have to wait on the physiological dynamics of the body to grow new improved cells. Unlike drugs, nutrients do not have rapid effects, no quick fix. The business of nutrition is to build a better body, and that has to wait on nature to turn over cells. A blood cell lasts 60 to 120 days. In 3 to 4 months, your whole blood supply is completely replaced. In 6 months, almost all the proteins in your body die and are replaced, even the DNA of your genes. In a year, all your bones and even the enamel of your teeth is constructed entirely out of the nutrients you eat. This principle is well illustrated by the vitamin deficiency health problems. For example, if I remove all of the vitamin C from your diet, within 4 weeks, blood vitamin C will drop to 0, but you'll see no symptoms of disease at 4 weeks. You have to wait until enough of the healthy cells have been replaced by unhealthy cells. It is another 12 weeks before the symptoms of scurvy start to ravage your body. So when you implement an optimum nutrition program, don't expect rapid results. In one of the studies at the Colgan Institute of USA, runners were supplemented to try to improve their hemoglobin, hematocrit, and red blood cell count. But after 1 month of supplementation, there was no improvement at all. After 6 months, however, all 3 indices were significantly increased. So think of it this way. If you take a neglected houseplant and start feeding it and watering it, the leaves perk up a bit from the improved nutrition, but you have to wait for the old leaves to die off and new leaves to grow before you really get a healthy plant. It's the same with the body. Once you start feeling better, you have to wait for the physiological dynamics of your body to grow new improved cells from nutrition for your body to better benefit. So I think that's a really interesting document. That's one that I've added to it actually, because I think in this day and age, everybody's after a quick fix, and people want instant results, you know, whether that be weight loss or just, you know, those improved health benefits. So it's really important that education around the physiology of the body and how nutrition works, and good health doesn't happen overnight, just like poor health doesn't happen overnight either. So that's the...
Ruth, can I just...
Yep.
I've seen a really good document on that as well, like with the different parts of the body to do with the
Yeah.
stages of the blood cells and stuff like that, which is really good with, the diagrams of all different ones.
Yep. Yeah, I've got something like that actually, Leah. Let me just go here and have a look.
Because some people don't like to read a lot and then rather look at things straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a really good document. I'll post it up on the I can't really see everything that's in my folder here because this is covering it, but I will have a look. Yeah, it just talks about how it takes time for your body to regenerate itself.
Yeah.
And it shows that the cells in the skin take a year to completely regenerate and turn over. Your liver takes, I think, 4 weeks. Your blood, 4 months. Yeah, I've put that in some presentations that I've done actually. Yeah, but that's a really good one. Sometimes it's good to have that visual for people as well, to see that it applies to every, our body's made up of cells. So yeah, it's really good to see that. And then it really hits home to people, when they can see something like that and see that the blood is 4 months, and then see that Juice Plus is a 4-month supply, and I say to people that's the awesome thing about this product, is it's all based around science. It all makes sense. It's not just, they haven't just made it up as a 4-month supply for nothing. So that's really cool. So yeah, if you want to throw something in like that, you definitely can. The other one we've got is the water one. So the water one is just giving some statistics for Australian people. Don't have one here for New Zealand, but it'd be pretty much the same here. So just talking about the importance of taking in water, because obviously there's a lot of people that don't drink, even two litres of water a day, and if they are taking Juice Plus, it's really important to be adding that in. And if you take on a customer who hardly drinks any water to start with, they're going to be tired every day. Tiredness and fatigue is the #1 symptom of being dehydrated. So if you can get your customer starting to improve their water intake immediately, they're going to notice immediate benefits to their energy levels, which is great, because they will also think that Juice Plus is doing that too, and it may well be, but water is going to be a significant help to those energy levels. So water is really important, and that wind and gas one, which is, so that's just a quote taken from Dr. Mitra Roy about why people can experience those gas and wind symptoms when they take Juice Plus, and it's just a matter of bearing with it, and it will go away. So they're the documents. So I pop them in the post, and if we go back to that customer care schedule, these are the calls that we want to be making. Now Juice Plus will now send you will have noticed with the new customers that you put on, you'll get email reminders from Juice Plus about what calls to make when, your 30-day calls are due, and it will tell you the customer. And in that email, it will tell you what you should discuss with them. So what Hillary's put here is pretty much information that's taken from those emails. So 10 days after their order is placed, you pretty much just want to connect with them. It doesn't have to be by phone. By phone is really good, but sometimes people are busy and, maybe they're working and they can't take your call. So even just sending a text or a message on Facebook to check they've received it. The first thing I do, if someone said, yep, I've got it, I'll say, okay, just make sure you're taking it every single day without fail, and make sure you're taking it with a big glass of water. So I'll always remind them up front about that. I'll say to them, that you just won't experience the full benefits of Juice Plus if you're missing days. So you've got to really, really try to emphasise the importance of taking it every single day. So call 2 will be 30 days after order's placed. I also will send out, pop in the mail, another document that's called What's Happening in Your Blood after 28 days on Juice Plus. So I'm just going to go back to that here because it's in this folder as well. What's happening in your blood, 28 days. So this is just saying, hi there, did you know that you're over the 30-day mark in your Juice Plus journey? Congratulations. Here's a fact for you. You'll never actually see some of the most important changes Juice Plus makes to your health such as what happens in your blood. Below are just some of the dramatic changes after only 28 days on Juice Plus, as reported in the June Therapeutic Research Medical Journal. So that gives the findings there of the research after 28 days on Juice Plus, and just explains it down here, what they are. So that's a good one to send out at 28 days. You could probably send that. You could probably also maybe flick that one out by email or maybe Facebook message, because it's only a one-page document. I think sometimes maybe when if people were to get an email with 5 or 6 documents, it's, you know, they're more likely to not look at it straight away. So that's a good one to send out. Also, I want to show you this, you guys. Just I'm getting off the topic here. If I go back to Team Ignite, there's another really good document in here called the Juice Plus Final Research Timeline Summary. This one is a great one to show people, as per all the research that's been done, what happens over 80 days of taking Juice Plus. And they've got all these bullet points here of what's happening in your body under the name of each research paper that's conducted that study. So that's a really, really cool one, you know, for people who like things like that, like the research and want to see what's happening in their body. It's a great one as well to use. And you could, you know, sometimes I will just flick that off to a customer here and there who I think might like it. So that's a good one to use as well. Then we've got, so you've got a 30-day call. So if you wanted to call your customer 30 days, it just gives you an idea of what to discuss in that phone conversation. The analogy between Juice Plus and a neglected houseplant, taking time to recover, because sometimes people at 30 days will say, well, I don't feel anything. So, you know, if we've given them that education at the start, it'll definitely help with that. And just explaining that's what's happening in the blood. It's also a good time to ask for referrals as well. And all these things that you can discuss with your customers are suggestions. You know, you don't have to stick exactly to these. I think, though, as long as you're having conversations with your client and just keeping in touch with them as to how they're feeling, you don't have to stick with these word for word, but it is good to be making those calls here and there to your customers, especially within the first 4 months of their shipment. So, you know, when you do have a chat with your customer over the phone, it is a good time to see perhaps, you know, if there is anyone else in their family or any of their close friends who they think might be able to benefit from taking Juice Plus. Because obviously being a network marketing product, we don't advertise. So it's all strictly word of mouth advertising that we do. Call 3 is 100 days after your order's placed. It says on here, Juice Plus Effects survey time and next box call. Now, the Juice Plus Effects survey is, Leah, this, I don't want you to worry too much about this because this program has ceased for any orders put through after the 31st of December. But if you've got customers whose orders went through before that time, then you'll need to be calling them at around this time in their shipment to get the survey completed. Now, I know Hilary Manners, even though the program has ceased for any new customer orders, I know Hilary Manners still uses this survey as a good tool just to get your customers thinking about what benefits they've had. Because I know when I first took Juice Plus, and it was in the first 4 months of taking it, you get so busy with life that you don't pay attention to what's happening in your body. And it's not until you really kind of sit down and think about where you're at and how you felt before that you kind of realise how far you've come. And even just recently in the last few months, I've realised some of the benefits that I've had that I didn't realise I've had in the last 12 months. When I think about my back pain, I had a bad back injury for nearly 5 years ago. I was very close to having surgery, and I've had back niggles quite frequently since then, on and off. But in the last 12 months it's taken Juice Plus, I haven't had anything, and that's only something that I realised in the last couple of months. So sometimes we get so busy with life we don't stop and think about you know, how far we've come. So it's a good option. It's a good chance or an opportunity to get your customers on the phone and get them really thinking by asking these questions. And then, you know, hopefully it gets them wanting to do their second shipments. Yeah, and it says here also a great time to use part of the benefits and bonuses document verbally, especially if they're a bit reluctant to continue because they're not feeling anything. So just reminding them again about that. And, you know, you can have your hand out there in front of you to refer to. And just says, you know, you work out the verbiage that feels comfortable for you. So these are all, what's on here is just suggestions, and what's in the emails that you get from Juice Plus are just suggestions. You know, you've just got to work out that way that's comfortable for you. And like I said, as long as you're just having that contact with your customers in that first 4 months is the most important thing. So that's pretty much it with the customer care. Yeah, for those customers you have that stay on the product for longer than 4 months, you know, that's awesome. And what I would suggest is perhaps doing something like, I've got a Facebook group, like a little support group that I add all my customers to, and I'll just pop up every now and again sort of healthy recipes. As a personal trainer, I'll sometimes run maybe a little free exercise session or something like that. But you know, you don't have to do that. It could simply be. I know Sarah has, and Robin have organised, you know, a group walk. You know, they'll organise, put up on the Facebook page. You know, we're going to meet down at Terragua Beach for those people that want to come along. Bring your kids, and we'll go for a walk. So just doing things like that kind of just help people to feel part of a community. So your customers feel part of that Juice Plus community, and that you're just giving them those extra pieces of added value here and there. So that's a good idea as well. Does anyone have any questions about any of that?
No.
No. Let me just go back and see if I've covered.
So the first
Ruthie, I
6 weeks you send
Sarah.
out all together. Sorry.
What? No, go ahead, Sandy.
So the first 6 you send out all together, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. All
Yep.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, pop that in. I'll pop it in an envelope in the post. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, the one thing I haven't discussed is the cancellation letter. So if you have a customer cancel, and we all get it, and your first one's probably the one that hurts the most when you get your first customer cancellation, and they're never, you know, it's never nice to get them, but you'll get them, and it's good to always give your customer a call, because quite often they won't tell you. You'll just get an email notification from head office saying Juice Plus cancellation, and you'll see the name of the person. You'll go, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I thought that person was loving it. So always good to, if that's the way it's done, if that's the way they cancel, just give them a call and just say, you know, you've just had an email notification to say that they've cancelled their order, and just say to them, you know, just say it rarely happens when people take Juice Plus. You know, people stay on it because they're feeling so great, and just, you know, you just want to check that everything's okay, you know, and they're not having any problems with it. So just talk it through. I've actually been able to talk customers around not cancelling. Sometimes customers will cancel because perhaps they have just gone through a bit of a lull and forgotten to take it regularly. So then they've got a bit of a backlog, and the next order comes, and I'm not talking about customers who are getting their second shipment. I'm talking about longer term customers who are then getting their third and fourth, because you always want to be in contact with every single customer before they get their second shipment. But those customers who maybe go through a bit of a lull and forget to take it, and therefore have a backlog, suddenly get their next shipment. They're like, oh my goodness, I've still got a full bottle, or 2 months left, or half a bottle. And sometimes they'll just ring Juice Plus and say, just cancel it for me. I've got heaps here. And then I will ring them and just say, look, did you realise we can just push your next order out and delay it? And in most cases, you know, they don't realise that, so they've just kind of gone ahead and cancelled it. So it is always good to have a bit of a chat to them, because sometimes you can talk them around into just delaying their order. So the cancellation letter is just confirming that their Juice Plus products have been cancelled. This is really cool. I'm going to read this out. It's saying health is a very personal and controversial decision at best. There are literally thousands of companies, products, doctors, well-meaning friends and family members attempting to assist you in choosing the lifestyle you wish to lead. Understandably, this causes confusion at times. The number of available products alone is mind-boggling. Unfortunately, today, many people believe that they do not have time to care for their own health, or they equate health with vitamin pills and taking prescription medication. Although this is a common practice, it is not health. True health comes from nutrition, and nutrition begins at the cellular level. Cells must be fed every day what they need in order to form strong, healthy cells the next time they duplicate. With your decision to discontinue Juice Plus, you must now provide these vital nutrients entirely through your diet alone, which is a big job. Vitamins and isolated antioxidants will give you fragmented sections of good nutrition, but only whole foods can give you what your body needs. Countless studies have shown that a diet rich in fruits and vegetables improves your health and quality of life. These whole foods are packed with thousands of elements, known and unknown, that give your cells the components they need to build a healthier body from the inside out. Yeah, so that's a good document to send out. And I just had an email from a customer yesterday, actually, asking if one of those customers who I did her Juice Plus Effect survey, and she had all these amazing benefits. And then she just has received a second shipment now, and she's just like, I don't want to take it, I want to send it back. I have a feeling her boyfriend's probably been in her ear. But in the email, I just replied to her email because she's very hard to catch at work. And I just pretty much copied and pasted this paragraph in it, just to kind of remind her that she really needs to be replacing now what she's losing from not taking Juice Plus. She has to be replacing that every day with food and with more fruits and vegetables. So so I may not change her mind, but I just felt I had to make her aware of that anyway. So you can use that, you can copy and paste that into an email too if you need to. So that's a cancellation letter. And that's pretty much everything in that customer care folder. Any questions? I'm going to go out of my screen share. See how I do this.
Ruthie, what I was going to say before was in Hilary Mann, in her Zoom call that she did with you guys, I think, that first call, when she was talking about customer care, she said that when she worked, I forget which job it was, but she said the open rate.
Oh, yes, with emails.
For a card and compared to the open rate on an inbox item, which is substantially lower. But you will find that between 90 and 100% of people will open whatever you send them in the post, which is good for us because we can slip some things in there that's important for you.
Yeah, that's right. And it doesn't, you don't have to stick to, for those customers you've had more than 4 months, if you come across an interesting article or something, you can just print it out and just pop it in the post to them. Or even just, it might be an interesting link to a video and just flicking that to them by private message in Facebook. So just giving them that added value. Sarah, we didn't hear a lot of what you said because your internet was pretty bad. It was breaking up. But it was 90 to 100% will open the actual mail in the post.
Yeah, she said nearly 100% open rate with a card compared to now with inbox.
Yeah. Cool. Any questions with any of that? No? Pretty straightforward.
Not a question. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a question, but what I've started doing just in the last month or so, I know I get the emails through from Juice Plus about who I need to call and, at what time, 10 days, 30 days, then 100 days, 140 and all that. But I followed that customer care document, and physically in my diary now, I go in when the person signs up, day one, I write they signed up, and I physically count 10 days from there and write in call 1 needs to be made. Then I go in an extra 20 days from there, call 2, day 30. So that I've physically got everything in my diary. I find that a lot. I'm talking. Find that a lot easier to follow than going on the emails, because you can get, like you said, you get so many emails in and you dismiss them if you're busy. If you've got it in front of you in your diary, what day you need to call the person, sometimes it's just a little bit easier for you to follow. That's just me anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because I find when those emails come through from Juice Plus, sometimes if you're busy, you can't get to them straight away. They do get further and further down in your inbox. So, yeah, a diary is really good to have, an actual physical diary where you can write those dates down in your diary straight away.
Yeah.
Cool. Any questions about anything else? Doesn't have to be related to customer care.
Well, I think I've exhausted all my questions.
No, you
in
haven't.
those 25 texts I send you daily.
There's no cap.
Yes, Sandy. Every time I go to call Ruthie, she texts me back. She says, "I'm on the phone to Sandy," and I go, "Who's this Sandy taking up your line?" Only joking.
Oh, I know. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. So she's showing good customer care.
Sarah, have you spoken to Leah about conference?
No, I haven't. I think she saw. I think you may have seen a post that Ruth put up about conference, Leah. But no, I haven't spoken. Haven't had the conversation yet. We were going to cover the 90-day game plan first, and then I was going to mention conference after that. But you, by all means, tell her about conference. Leah's got a lot on her plate at the moment, and may do in the future. So she needs to plan out her next 6 months.
Hopefully with all of us.
Oh, Troy, that's pretty whizzy, isn't it? Did you see that, everybody?
The chat?
So while we were talking, he
What
put
happened?
something up in the little chat, and now I can't get back to the screen.
Sure did.
Time and
Uh-oh.
date.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
And Leah's muted too, so you can't hear if she's been talking.
So you can put the start date in and then add like 100 days to it, and it tells you what the day is. Is that right, Troy?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and flicking through your diary, it'll just tell you the date.
Great.
Oh, you were so clever.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Where did you get that, Troy?
Wonder if I'll do that.
In Outlook.
Oh, no, it's on the internet somewhere, and I just put it in the chat, but I'll send it to the Facebook group too.
Oh, thank
Right.
you. Yeah, that makes a lot easier. I was trying to do it in Outlook. I thought it'd be a lot easier if I could just go into Outlook and do a reoccurrence and do it,
Yeah.
days, 100 days, but it doesn't allow you that facility in there, and that would have been easy. Yeah, if you can share that, that'd be great.
Okay, cool.
What a sharing community.
Sharon's
You
caring.
still there, Leah?
Yeah, she's off mute now.
Sorry?
We can
She's
hear you
there.
now.
Still there, Leah?
I've got my dogs in the background. I'll never know when they're going to bark and play or whatever. So
All right.
Yeah, we have our annual conference every year in winter, Leah. So it's in June this year, the 17th and the 18th.
17th, yeah.
17th and the 18th. Sandy's just booked her flights. Yay! Troy's coming. We're all coming. Robin, Sarah, I'm going. I've got Meadows coming, I think. Bev from the North Island's coming. So we're going to have a good number of people from our team going, which is great.
where's it,
Pardon?
where's it at?
Melbourne, nice and close for you.
That's close. I could walk.
You could walk. You've got no excuse not to be there, have you?
We come and drag you.
Walk on water, that is.
Yeah, I went to my very first conference. So I've been in the business just over 12 months now. And I went to my very first conference in Hamilton Island back in May last year and decided to go last minute. I think I booked it a couple of months out. And because I wanted to just really learn a lot more about the product and the company and just really build my belief. And I walked away from that conference just with rock solid belief in the product and the company. You just meet and connect with the most amazing people, and it just, the stories that you hear of people there who are just people like you and me, who have just decided, who have a strong why for doing the business, and just what they're achieving is absolutely incredible. And just to be surrounded for 2 days by such positive, inspiring people, and to get such amazing, they have speakers from all around the world that they invite. Some of them, most of them from the Juice Plus company, but there are some people who aren't that they get in just to take sessions on. It's all around personal development and growth. So it's awesome, and it's a lot of fun. Like, we have so much fun. So it's definitely it's a real game changer for people who are doing this business. They say that you don't have to be successful to go to conference, but every successful person goes to conference, which I think is quite a good little saying. So yeah, it's definitely good to try and put it in your calendar and work a way to be there. I think the cost for conference tickets around $350, so it gives you the 2 days. There's a big gala dinner at the end on the Saturday night, and what I'll be doing is I'll be looking for accommodation really soon, looking on Agoda to try and get some 2-bed. Oh, we lost Leah, did we?
Lost her. Where'd she go?
I'm going to stop this recording.